Alrighty, yo, so we have a video by Nikke. Apparently, he made a quick rant on the ReZero collab. Now, you guys don't have, I need to make this clear, right? You guys don't have to send me links to every Nikke video that, I'm not a reaction-based channel. I know I have reactions on my channel, but I'm not a reaction-based channel. So you guys don't have to send me, or feel like don't feel like you have to send me links, right? Obviously, I would still appreciate it because if it's a good video, then I will take a look at it and record it. But you guys don't feel forced to. Don't feel forced to send me links of everything you guys see about Nikke, because I'm not a reaction-based channel, but I appreciate it. But yeah, this video is called A Quick Rant on the ReZero collab by Nikke. Now, usually, before we can get that, I know y'all see the setup, bro. Your boy's kind of cleaning up with the setup, bro. It feels more lively, right? There's still more stuff I have to work on. I was doing this last night, but it's still, hey, it's a work in progress, but it's looking fine already, right? It's looking fine already. But usually when people have a rant, it's like to get something off their chest. Oh my God, my hair is, oh Lord, oh my God. Usually when people have a rant, it's to get something off their chest, or like they just don't like it or something like that. You know how a rant goes. So we're gonna take a look at this video. Let's take a look. The original video, if you want to see without my commentary, will be in the description and the pinned comment. So I definitely take a look at that, and let's take a look at this. So hopefully, let's see.
Hello everyone, this is Psyche, and today I just wanted to chime in with a quick rant on the recent ReZero collab event. And I am doing this in place of an immediate guide. Yes, I'm taking the easy way out, in case that's what you're wondering. Okay. I'm sure a lot of people were not expecting this to be the next collab, so let's just...
Okay, chat. Let me put it like this, right? I definitely was expecting a collab when we got the ReZero collab announcement. I was expecting a collab announcement that day, that exact night. I was. So when we got it, I was like, I think I need to wait till next year, but I think I kind of figured out how they would go about doing a collab, right? But there's no way that I didn't have a hunch that we'd get a collab. I just thought, it would make the most sense for them to have a collab, and I broke it all down and stuff like that. And now, guess what? They had a collab announcement the day I was expecting them to put out a collab announcement. So I think I have it down. We'll see. I'll wait another year or the next collab, and we'll see about that. But essentially, I did not think ReZero was going to be the collab. Now, I knew it was a high possibility because ReZero is collabing, or has collabed with every gacha game, damn near every gacha game, right? Not only that, in Japan, it's a very popular franchise. ReZero is one of the most popular animes in Japan, right? It's not obviously like Dragon Ball or One Piece, but it's definitely very popular because of the female characters in the show. So I just knew if there was going to be a collab, ReZero had a higher chance than most, right? The only other one I could think of that had a high chance on the list that they gave us was probably Slime, which is another collab that I was expecting us to get very soon. But I'm glad that they got ReZero out of the way, right? Because it's like a collab did happen, yes, but it's like the half anniversary is here anyway, so people are still gonna be more hyped for the half anniversary. People are gonna save for the half anniversary. We just got this out the way, essentially. So yeah, I wasn't expecting this collab to happen right now. I knew it was a high possibility that this would be one of the next few collabs, but I was expecting a collab when we got the collab.
Start from the initial announcement. I kind of go through what I think about each step of the process. So the reaction to the first announcement was that people thought it wasn't going to work. ReZero is from a fantasy genre, and Nikke is more of a post-apocalyptic sci-fi.
Okay.
It's not that ReZero is a bad franchise, it's just that it doesn't really fit. And it feels like...
Okay, I have a question, because I've seen a lot of people say this in my comments as well, right? When it comes to a collab, right, are collabs not supposed to be like that, though? Right, like I get it. It's not anything like Nikke with the edgy sci-fi. I wouldn't say ReZero or Nikke is edgy, but it's not like the sci-fi. It's not like a near type franchise, you know what I mean? But isn't that the point of a collab, to see what characters in different like scenery would be like if they were to come into the game? More of like a what if, right? So if like we had a One Piece collab, Nami and Robin would probably be the characters we get, and then I'm assuming the SR would be like Vivi, let's say. Wouldn't it not be like a what if these characters were in Nikke with a gun fighting what Nikke's fight. Isn't that the point of a collab? Maybe that's just my perspective on a collab, but for a lot of you guys, it seems like a lot of people want a collab to be of the same genre as Nikke, where for me, it kind of just doesn't feel like a collab. Like, I'm not going to say the Nier collab didn't feel like a collab because it's 2B and A2, right? These are very cool characters, but Nier is very, I don't want to say very similar to Nikke, but it's quite similar to Nikke, right? Or at least it has a clear connection. It has a clear connection to Nikke. So for me, it's like, wow, even if we got it, you know, like, it's a collab, but like, I feel like ReZero would be more of a collab than Nier. Does that make sense? Only because it's like a what if. That's just my perspective on it. But you guys definitely let me know down below, right? But let's continue this real quick.
Like it was chosen as a deliberate ad campaign to advertise the third season of the anime.
When is that coming out? I forgot.
Or ReZero's publisher's choice, I don't know. But the thing about collabs is that both sides have to agree on how the collab content is represented. So I'm sure a lot of Nikke players were disappointed that the assets were not displayed up to standards, and that's the first thing that people were kind of upset about. The timing of the collab is also not very good. ShiftUp just announced that they were going public, and people knew that the voice of shareholders will take priority over the voice of fans.
Okay, y'all already know my stance on this public thing, right? I don't care right now about the public thing, because until I see a visual change, until I see this ShiftUp going public visually affect Nikke, it's not nothing. It's just news. It's nothing. It's just news. That's just how I feel right now.
That's typically how it goes when a company goes public. I would like to think that they were forced to add the ReZero characters this way, since they got special instructions from the publishers that said, hey, please don't sexualize our characters, and ShiftUp has to accommodate that. So here's hoping they return back to form with their next event. The next topic is the clumsiness of the character designs themselves. While I think the minigame is pretty fun, a lot of players found some mistakes in the designs that just makes it feel like the collab was rushed. You can see Amelia's feet being a bit weird, as if it's almost flipped the other way around. Maybe elves just have
What? I'm trying to look at my feet. Am I tripping? I think that's right. I think they might be dragging it, bro. I think they might be dragging it. I ain't gonna lie. That might be right. I can't really tell. Y'all try yourselves. I can't really tell, but they might be dragging that. That one might be the biggest drag of the century. Are you serious? I can't tell. It looks to be fine, actually. I ain't gonna lie to you. Maybe it's just a me thing, but when I do it right here in person, it looks to be fine. Unless I have deformed feet. I don't know.
Differently shaped feet. That's my cope response, at least. Amelia's staff also retains its orientation, whether she is in the cover position versus the shooting position, where you would think that she'd turn it around or something, since some guns in the game are 3D. She's also got a weird thumb in the skill cutscene, like if it's almost generated by AI. And the most tragic of all, zero jiggle physics. Even
oh wow, chat. I don't know if you guys remember, but when they showed I think when they showed the shooting pose for Amelia and Rem, I did say in my video that I'm not going to say it is AI, but it looked like it was AI, right? Especially when it came to Rem. Amelia looked fine, but Rem looked AI. Her art completely in the shooting pose looked AI, and I said that. Obviously, I'm not saying it is AI, but hey, I mean, it's starting to look a bit fishy, y'all. I'm not saying nothing more, nothing less. Keck W.
For the paid skin, where the material of the outfit
this
is an exact
the worst
match
gacha skin ever.
And let's talk about that premium skin while we're at it, because I'm sure a lot of Nikke fans agree that
no, don't buy this. I'm sorry. I was gonna get it. I'm not gonna waste my time. It's by far the worst. It's the worst gacha skin to date, right? The fact that they want us to pay 60 USD for AIDS outfit, like that's like, okay, maybe people would want it, I'm not sure, but what if they that's like them giving Noah a gacha costume skin, but that outfit was just Scarlet's, right? Maybe a lot of you guys would want that, I'm not sure, but when you just give a character a maid outfit and it's just AIDS outfit and you tell people to spend $60 for it, it's like, no, God, no, we're not doing that.
It's literally a downgrade from the original. I don't think they'll get a lot of sales from this, but hey, that's on them. Even the chibi mascot for the premium outfit is an exact copy with Abe's mascot, just with a different head. That's a pretty big yikes. For those wondering, I don't plan on doing an Amelia guide, but I do plan on doing one for Rem.
Look, right here. Does that not look AI? Maybe it's just a me thing. I do think Amelia has one of the better arts in the game. I really like her art.
Doing an Amelia guide, but I do plan on doing one for Rem. I think Amelia is a fairly decent unit. It's not broken or anything, and gets better when the boss has parts, but not so good if they don't.
Very true.
I only pulled one copy for commemorative sake, and I would suggest the same if you can spare the resources, since it's quite common for collab banners in gacha games to never be rerun again. So that's at least what I think about Amelia. Pull if you want, skip if you want. If I were to give like a really rough estimate, I would say she's between a 3 and a 4. But since I don't plan on diving too deep into her...
Now, I know Psyche. I'm not gonna lie, I have not watched a Psyche guide before, right? And that's not because I just don't want to. It's just that I don't ever find the time to watch them, right? But I do know on his thumbnails, he usually puts like the number out of 5, right? So, I'm assuming that's what he meant there when he says 3 or 5. I don't know, or 3 or 4. I don't know what a 3 equals up to out of 5. I'm assuming just like middle of it, like just like average, I'm assuming, and 4 is just slightly like, you know, I'm not sure exactly what they mean, but if you guys know, definitely let me know.
For mechanics, I'm just gonna leave that where it is. Now, we don't have hands-on experience with Rem yet, since she will release in a couple of days, but I'm also going for one copy, as I heard she is a pretty decent support, so we'll see. This is a similar case to last year's Chainsaw Man collab, which I also thought was a bit rushed. Again, it mainly felt like it was a way to get a major franchise's name out there versus actually designing a collab event that makes sense. I think last year's Nier Automata event was handled pretty well, as both Nikke and the main scenario writer for Nier have, well, similar interests. I hope they get more fans on board with this, since I know ReZero is quite popular in Japan, and there's gonna be new players joining, of course. I also know some...
I do want to ask, though. I do want to ask, because he did mention it, and a lot of people have said this as well. What do you guys mean when you say the collab has been rushed? Now, me, it should be something obvious, but I'm not understanding, right? I'm not denying it. I'm just genuinely confused on what you guys mean by it was rushed, because we haven't had a collab since September, October, November, December, January, February, March. It's been 6 or 7 months. So I'm sure they've been working on this for some time now, but maybe, I guess, it visually looks like, what do you guys mean? I'm just generally asking. I'm not like saying, oh, you guys are wrong, it's not rushed, or I'm not like trying to cloud your judgment. I'm just genuinely confused on what people mean by it's rushed, because maybe I'm just looking at it like too literal, where I'm like, okay, we had September, October, November, December, January, February, March. We had 7 months, so they had quite time to work on it, but maybe I'm not understanding like everybody else. So what do you guys mean when you guys say that? Genuine question. Let's take a look.
Have never watched or read ReZero and have no interest in it, then by all means skip it and wait for the next pilgrim. At least it's a way to put your abnormal gear to the test, and at the end of the day, most of the small issues will go unnoticed by the majority of players. People that like the genre with the characters will just small issues.
No, your feet is not doing that. That's so bad. That's a L. That's the letter L. Your feet is not making an L, people. No, that's the letter L. That shit is like this. Hell no, bruh.
Will go unnoticed by the majority of players. People that like the genre with the characters will just pull, and that's the end of that. Overall, I hope they use the collab money well for their new Stellar Blade game. I would totally play it, if only I had a PS5. So overall, while we don't have the entirety of the event's story yet, I would say this collab event, at least for me, is just fairly average. Let me know what you think of the event though. I'm not sure if Shift Up will do a 1.5 anniversary event, but we can only presume that if they keep up the schedule as we have now, then the next Pilgrim character will be coming out in a month or so. Anyways, thanks for listening to me ranting quickly about the collab. Once again, Rem guide will be in the works. Enjoy the content in the meantime, and as always, have fun with the game.
Shoutouts to Psyche, bro. W video there. Also, the music he uses in his background is really good, right? I really like the music. But yeah, I'm not sure what they were trying to do with this collab, or at least having the collab happen right in front of the half anniversary, right? I don't think it was a great placement for them to have the collab right in front of the anniversary. If you want me to be honest, I think maybe they could have kept it in February like they did last time, because I believe when the event ended in February, I believe D came out in February, or whoever came out before D, I forgot who it was. That character came out, I think it was Maid Privity and freaking aid. These characters came out before, and then it's like on, I believe, February 22nd, that's when we got a new update, and then I believe that was D. So the simple fact that we didn't get the ReZero collab then, it is what it is. But honestly, I don't disagree with what Psyche and everybody else is saying, right? Obviously, they feel like it's just out of pocket and it's out of the world. But it's like, I guess I'm just happy that they got it out the way, right? Because if the collab could have been, if it was Black Lagoon, I'd be hyped 1,000,000%. But it could have been anything else. Maybe One Piece as well. I would definitely care. Anything else, I still wouldn't care. If it was Slime, I would feel the same way. I don't dislike this collab because it is ReZero, and I know Psyche never said that, but I've seen a lot of people say that. I don't dislike this collab because it's ReZero. I dislike the collab. Wait, what was I just saying? I just lost my train of thought. Oh my god, I just lost my train of thought. Alrighty, that's crazy. I had to edit the video to remember what I was trying to say, right? So this is a new outro from what you guys are going, or you are gonna see the old outro. But I was basically saying that I don't dislike the collab because it is ReZero, right? Obviously, like I said, if it was Black Lagoon or One Piece, I would be fine with it 1,000,000%. But if it was anything else, if it was Slime, if it was Street Fighter, if it was Spy Family, I would not care for it, only because the half anniversary is very close. I just don't feel like the placement for the collab was the great time. I don't feel like it was a great time to put out the collab when they did. Right? It just wasn't, right? In terms of it being rushed and stuff, like I said, I want you guys to kind of explain to me what you guys mean by that, if I'm not understanding it, how I am understanding it, or how I explained it, I guess. But yeah, literally anything else besides Black Lagoon and One Piece, and even if it was Black Lagoon and One Piece and it was how it is right now, then I would definitely be sad about the outcome after, because I would say it's a bit sloppy, right? The characters are decent. Rem is gonna be great. What's her name? Amelia's gonna be fantastic. But besides that, I think I just increased my gain. Oh my god. But besides that, I don't really, it's just like, they got it out the way, so I'm happy about that. But shout outs to Psyche. You guys definitely take a look at it if you guys want to see it without my commentary. I would highly recommend, because it's a 4-minute video and this is like a 16 minute video. So you guys let me know what you think. Original video, pin, comment, description. I'll see you guys next one. Shout outs to Psyche, and I'm out. Peace.